Hi everyone, how's it going? Lives. Google defines them as, quote, primarily serves as the plural form of the noun life, indicating multiple periods of existence or living beings. Or more commonly known as the amount of times in a video game you can die before you have to start over. But is this an important gameplay mechanic or a leftover gimmick from a bygone era of arcade machines and loose change? Today, we're talking about lives in Sonic games. Now, before we get too far into this, let's talk about lives in video games as a whole. Usually used as a form of punishment for mistakes, lives in video games are often a way to create consequences, stakes, or difficulty in video games. Whether it be 2D platformers, 2.5D beat-em-ups, 3D platformers, or in rare cases, third-person or even first-person shooters. Oftentimes, running out of lives is met with a game over and restarting the level. This can lead to, in some cases, up to 10 or more minutes of level progress gone. This could be extra frustrating if the deaths are caused by something that is unavoidable, such as an attack from off-screen or a bug in the game. Most games have the ability to gain more lives by either finding them throughout the level or collecting enough coins/rings in a stage, often 100 of either, so at least there's some kind of safety net. That and quick saves. Now that we have a basic overview of lives in video games, let's talk about their place in the Sonic games. I've always felt that lives made more sense in the 2D games. They brought more of a challenge to the game and forced you to memorize the level, whether it be because you didn't want to lose all of your lives or because you kept dying and needing to restart. The 3D games are kind of tricky. Lives make sense in something like the adventure games, as they still offered a bit of a challenge, something that the 3D Boost games would lose, Unleashed being the exception. Unleashed requires so much precision in your inputs that there needed to be some kind of punishment for failure. But Generations is a different story. Now, this isn't me saying anything bad about Generations. I quite like Gens. A lot, actually. But there's no denying that Generations is significantly easier than Unleashed, with the game basically handing you the S rank just by completing the stage without dying. Even the 2D stages are a bit easier. In this case, lives don't really matter. It's just an arbitrary number that increases if you get 100 rings, or decreases if you fall off the ledge or restart the level. More on that later. We actually have a rare opportunity here to have a direct comparison between Generations with and without lives. With the Generations remake, I guess, being released with Shadow Gems, the superior game in my opinion, Sega decided for whatever reason to remove the lives. Now, this makes me confused, and being confused is scary, so I'll try to clear this up. On one hand, why would they remove lives? This seems like such an inconsequential gameplay mechanic. Why waste time and resources to remove it? I guess for the same reason they redid a lot of the voice lines. But on the other hand, lives meant basically nothing in Gens. It was effectively a punishment for restarting the level because you missed a jump, or the run wasn't going as smooth as you'd like, or there was some BS bug with collision. And that's the issue. Sonic games don't need lives anymore. They just don't work now like they used to because Sonic games are easier now. Let's face it. As cool as Boost is, as great as it feels to really feel like you're going fast, as amazing as it feels to clear a level with your heart racing from the adrenaline of going Mach fuck through a stage and just barely avoiding death, Boost has made the modern games a little too easy. It's turned Sonic from a platformer to basically a racing game. Think about it like this. If there were lives in a game like Forces, do you think that would really matter as much as lives in the classic games? Now, I usually defend the Boost games. I like them a lot. Unleashed is my favorite Sonic game. But after playing through both adventure games and playing a lot of Heroes, I've realized that Sonic has lost his platforming roots and traded them in for Need for Speed. So, do I think lives belong in Sonic games? Just like Hub Worlds, it's not a straight yes or no. It's a lot more complicated than that. Lives work in the 2D games for sure, and in the adventure-style 3D games, but unless they make another Boost game as genuinely difficult as Unleashed, Lives don't really work with the gameplay style of modern Sonic games. But who knows? Maybe someday we'll get another game like Unleashed. So what do you think? Do you like Lives in Sonic games? What's your favorite game with a Lives system in it? Are we more likely to get a new adventure game or a Heroes remake? Answers to some of these might be in the comments below. Either way, thanks for wasting your time with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye!